Hello and welcome, it's Saffron here, and in this week's video we're looking at how we can use EFT when we're feeling anxious. So it's EFT for anxiety, and we all experience anxiety to some extent or another at certain times. Some of us experience it more than others, and if you have a diagnosis related to anxiety, if it's a really major issue in your life, then obviously get more support than this. Hopefully this video might help take the edge off a little bit, but yeah, if it's a diagnosable condition, then you really do need to seek proper support. But that being said, let's make a start. Let's just jump straight into the tapping, and you just need to tap where I'm tapping and repeat what I'm saying. In fact, before we begin, let's rate the anxiety. So if you're feeling anxious right now, how anxious are you feeling on a scale from 0 to 10? So 10 being the most anxious you've ever felt, 0 being not anxious at all. If you want to, you can just remember that. If you'd rather make a note of it, then you can pause the video and do that now, and then you've got it written down so that you can see if there's been any change at the end. So on the karate chop point, so the side of the hand. Even though I'm feeling all of this anxiety, I choose to love and accept myself anyway. Even though my body is filled with so much anxiety, I choose to love and accept myself exactly as I am. Even though I can feel the tension in my muscles and the worry in my mind, I choose to love and accept myself exactly as I am. I'm feeling really anxious. I'm filled with all of this anxiety. I can feel this anxiety in my body, in the way that my muscles become tense, in that anxious feeling that I have in my stomach. I'm consumed by this anxiety. I can feel myself being filled up with anxiety. Feeling so anxious at the moment. I know what this anxiety is connected to. I'm anxious about what's happening in my life, or what might happen in the future. And sometimes I can identify the thoughts that lead me to feel all of this anxiety. When I think about certain topics, my anxiety grows. Sometimes it grows so much that I can't think about anything else, that I can't do anything else. I just have to be with the anxiety. So I'm allowing that feeling some space now. It's really not a comfortable feeling. I'm so used to trying to run away from it. I don't want to feel anxious. And it's okay not to want to feel anxious. But right now, in this moment, I'll allow that anxiety some space. I'll allow myself to feel what it feels like. and allow myself to open up to what this anxiety is telling me. I'm open to the possibility that this anxiety has a message to share with me. Maybe this anxiety is trying to keep me safe. Maybe this anxiety is acting on old beliefs. Maybe this anxiety comes from way back in childhood. I wonder when I first felt this anxiety. I wonder what it did for me then. Maybe it saved me from a difficult situation. Maybe it kept me out of trouble. I'm ready to understand what this anxiety is trying to do. And I'm ready to recognise the differences between then and now. Maybe this anxiety served me then. Maybe it's even serving me now. But I can allow myself to open up to other ways of achieving what I'm achieving. Other ways of staying out of trouble. And other ways of keeping safe. I wonder if there could be ways of doing that don't hold me back, that don't keep me restrained, ways that don't paralyse me, ways that don't freeze me. I'm opening up to understanding this anxiety now. I'm opening up to understanding why part of me feels I need it. I'm loving and accepting that part of me. And I still choose to let this anxiety go. Because in reality, I don't need it. It might feel that it's keeping me alive. It might feel that it's stopping bad things from happening. But in fact, I can do that without this anxiety. And I can move forwards much more freely as well. I choose to move forwards now. I choose to recognise the freedom that I have as I release this anxiety. And at the same time, I choose to recognise that this anxiety might still be there a little bit. It might come back at times, and that's okay. It's not because I've done it wrong, or because I haven't been able to let go. It's because sometimes the things that matter take a little bit longer than 10 minutes. Sometimes letting go of a lifelong pattern doesn't just happen suddenly. Sometimes it does, and it's okay if it doesn't. So I'm seeing this anxiety in its entirety now. the role that it's played throughout my life. I'm thanking it for trying to help, and I'm letting it go with love. Deep breath, and let it go. And take a few more deep breaths if you want to, and just imagine releasing the anxiety as you release the breath. And you can return to the number that you wrote down at the beginning of the video and see if that feels like it's dropped at all, if it's changed in any way. Maybe it's stayed the same, maybe it's gone up, maybe it's gone down. Continue to tap for as long as you need to until you can get that number down really low. Get it to 0 if you can. Sometimes we need to get a bit more specific than I've been in this video. Obviously this video is meant for lots of people and it's not specific to everybody's individual situation. It might help you to go further into the things that are in your past, the associations with the anxiety in your past, where it originally came from, what you feel it's doing for you, and being specific can help very much with that. That's the kind of thing that we can explore in great detail in a one-to-one session. So if you're interested in that, do get in touch. My details are available at the end of the video. And I hope that that was helpful to you. I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye bye!